New Mexican. Graduated Albuquerque High School. Went on to the University of New Mexico for my undergraduate in psychology and also a master's degree in counseling. While I was in my undergraduate, I started working with the great Linda Estes over at UNM, one of our great athletic directors from the university. She was the one who introduced me to the intramural sport of tennis, but it did tie into my father played tennis up in northern New Mexico. He's from a small town, Las Tablas, near Española. Up there, everybody plays baseball. When he got into high school in Española, a small school called McCurdy, he started playing tennis with the local kids there instead of baseball, just trying a different sport. He got very competitive, started playing with a lot of the hierarchy of tennis families here in New Mexico. You hear about the Flugenzi family up in Las Vegas, New Mexico. My dad competed with Warren and Mario's brother up back in probably the 40s before he went into the service. But anyway, back to me. You know, I learned and played some intramurals here at the University of New Mexico. Tennis is a lifelong sport. I love it. I started coaching once I got into counseling in the high school, and I wanted to expand and build larger programs through USTA, Northern New Mexico University, or not university, the Northern New Mexico Tennis Association. And with that, you know, we're trying to build a large program here on the west side of town. I was always willing to help when I got into coaching at the high school level. The great Dick Johnson, because he's one of the great guys on the east side of town who's really built a strong program, and trying to emulate that as we carry it over to this side of our city. I do enjoy coaching. I've been coaching off and on a variety of sports. My main sport obviously is tennis, but I've done this probably, as I said, probably about 15 years. I do enjoy coaching because it's the interaction. It's building relationships with young adults, young men especially. I coach pretty much the boys side currently at Volcano Vista High School in Albuquerque. And teaching a lot of these young men just your basic problem solving. That's what is being on the tennis court, coping skills, how to live life and have interactions. These aren't your traditional athletes that are all involved in team sports. So it's wonderful to watch these young men shine. You know, that's what I enjoy about the sport itself. Playing itself, it's good to have interaction. These are things, even as I'm getting ready to turn into my 50s, not quite, but I'll be there soon. You know, it's a sport that I can play. I've got families that I coach, and they've got their grandparents playing. These people are in their late 60s, early 70s, still playing doubles. You know, it's something that you can do with your spouse, with your partner, with your friends. You know, it's not just a pickup game. All you need is one person, one good friend, and that's what I enjoy about coaching and playing tennis. Oh, if I live to 100, I'm still going to be playing. A lot of people are doing an abridged version pickleball, but I still like to stay on the court and see how much movement I can have. As long as I live and as long as I'm able to, I'm going to continue to do so. We started with a very small program, not a whole lot of participants, and it's exciting to see what's happening now, especially here on the west side of Albuquerque. You've got a large contingency of new families and new athletes that are interested in going out and participating in tennis which, as I've always preached all along, is a lifelong sport. You can play starting at the age of a lot of people 3, and you see a lot of senior citizens out playing either tennis itself and even a subset of the sport, pickleball. So now that we've got better facilities here on the west side of town, we're watching it increase and improve. My current coaching position, this last year, I saw my team expand from a varsity of 10 to now I have a total participant base of 22. So I've got a varsity 10 and a large JV team. So just getting more athletes interested, getting more students interested in their families, wanting to bring tennis to this side of town. We want to make it more competitive. The east side of town, which has the country club, has TCA, has, Tanawan, large groups of families that play tennis and have done so over the years. We're starting to see that on the west side of town and hoping that we can be competitive in anywhere from the next 2 to 5 years. And that's going to show in our team. You know, right now we've made state as a team in the 2017 year. I've got 2 athletes who have qualified for state and can make a serious run in individuals. So every improvement each year is just something to say for the west side of town, and hopefully I can be a big part of improving tennis and increasing its like here in the city of Albuquerque. What I'd like to see with tennis in my career in the next couple of years is being able to coach full-time at the high school level, start doing some part-time youth camps. I'd like to, I do have a full-time job as a high school counselor, but also move away from that side of things and just work specifically sports specific with tennis. So creating camps and, again, just to expand the youth tennis on the west side of town is something that I'd like to see. And, at some point within the next 5 to 10 years, maybe pass on a state championship west side tennis team to up and coming coaches that want to share my same passion for tennis.